As we lift off over the field, over the mountain, and into the blue skies above. I'm pretty sure Miramar's in somewhere in Latin America. I don't want to say Mexico, but somewhere in Latin America. Might be Mexico. I can't remember for sure. I think it was Mexico, but I can't remember for sure.
Mexico or Latin America.
Somewhere down there.
Both.
Yeah, somewhere in that area. All right. Playing path, like opposite of the last one, but similar kind of angle that it's taking. So not super different. Maybe Griffin goes Alcantara this time instead of Valle del Mar. And I don't see them out of the plane, so I'm assuming, yes, they're going to go Alcantara, although they did get out maybe a little bit earlier than I would expect. Well, one of them, Two Heart, got out pretty early. He might just be going for vehicles. There's Mean Sung and Asura still hanging out in the plane, so they just get out at the end there. And they're looking to see if anybody else is a late dropper, but nobody else around them when that comes out. So this is nothing crazy, though, Bench. This one's pretty normal here. This plane is very forgiving.
Very forgiving, very neutral, and Griffin going back to Alcantara is going to be their thing to do. Reach towards La Vendita, and Entus has given it up once again. They're not content to go for this one, at least this match. Wicked tried to run over Under, but Under was quick enough to react to that and find himself a wall to hide himself from that one.
Yeah. And you're right, Entus is kind of reestablishing themselves here at Vendita. It's not really a hot drop because Afrika wasn't quite covering as much territory this time around, but we'll see what Entus is able to do. It looks like Under is going to be stuck a bit on his own.
But right now we're looking at VSG just angling down. Hansia with the AK in his hand, spraying down, finds the knock onto Akkad. So that's going to be T1 suffering from a knock. Nades popped. Helen spotted. Good headshot. I don't think that was a headshot. Maybe that was a little bug there, but that was a headshot to Gen.G, looks like. So the Akkad being knocked out quite wide. He should be flushed anytime soon, and the rest of T1 kind of pulls up to make this battle happen. But EJ spots out Adder, and Adder has to pull back a little bit and hide. And heal back up. Hansia peeks out from the other side. Adder down to super low HP. The third bullet comes through. Adder tried his best, but that's going to be Adder knocked. And Adder down. Starlord find the knock onto Gen.G. But what more can he do? He's working with the terrain, going up the hill.
This guy is a one-man wrecking crew. Hansia is absolutely filthy right now. Starlord gets backed off by some shots from EJ. Starlord does end up finishing Gen.G, but right now it's a 2-for-1 between T1 and Afrika. Hansia is doing absolute nutty stuff. Starlord's got to be careful. Hansia glances him with the AK, and then Starlord from long range, it's Kali who's going to find and take that kill with the SLR. I was wondering that player who got shot in the head, Helen there, I wonder if that was, it looked like it was a VSS or something because it didn't do a lot of damage. I was like sitting there wondering, I don't know. Does he have a level 3 helmet? No, he only has well, it's a fresh level 2, so maybe he had a level 3? I'm not sure. La Vega now, no desire to allow T1 to survive this round. This could be one of the least impressive rounds we've seen from this new T1 with Starlord on it. Just one kill for them. Helen trying to defend. He's got 3 coming. One. He's got 2 more. He's got a transfer. He gets the good transfer. Can he get the third? Helen, no, just not in time. Kali comes through and is going to finish that one off.
Did Helen jump? I almost feel like he even jumped.
Of Soul A1 Prince is piecing out right now, and that's going to allow the last 2, or there's 3 members of Gen.G, excuse me. Aqua 5 is still alive, but he's way out on the other side of the mountain from the team. And here comes La Vega. You were talking about this. Now they're running into Griffin, but Sparrow's on the flank. Going to find 1. Can he find 2? No. Mean Sung's able to turn on him and put him down.
But the rest of La Vega was able to make themselves on the bottom side of the hill, so they have some cover to take the medkits. Kench now putting bullets into Mean Sung. Now Mean Sung has to back off. That allows Zenus to push up a little more close up to the cliff. 2-tap wasn't able to take the res onto 2 Heart, so he's going to get going. 2 Heart sacrificed. La Vega, after losing Sparrow, is content to really aggress onto his Griffin. Min Sung has a pretty good angle. He can spot out, but the nades will push him back for a little bit as La Vega is still moving in to the inner circle with Griffin.
Yeah, and EM is trying to make Mean Sung pay, cutting across the top of the crater there. And here comes La Vega underneath. Minsung out in the blue now to avoid the fire. He sees La Vega coming through. A bunch of damage being done. Quadro getting involved in this now as well. You can see everybody's trying to set up to keep these two teams completely pinned. Kali very, very low. He's the last one left here for La Vega. They do go down in 15th place, so nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Asura somehow still alive with 2-tap for Griffin, but for how much longer? The lip of this crater is completely guarded by so many different teams. And here you can see VLG is on the complete other side of this circle. This is the southern end with them in Farm PC.
Cross, in the meantime, spots up the leg of Hikari. Puts a couple bullets in, but he's going to have to take out the AR. Deva's coming around the corner. Cross puts some good bullets in, but Deva's rotating towards the side. Americano pulls up with the buggy. Oh, and he gets spotted out. Good headshots. Oh, he has no more bullets! Oh,
he glitched.
no.
He glitched along the side there. If you can't stand, your feet have to be planted in PUBG to fire. And MTech is in a fight with Damwon in the middle. Griffin still 2 alive for them. And you can see 2-tap caught. This is Solheiwan Prince out in the open. Good repeat from 2-tap. Good adjustment there, realizing he didn't quite have it, and it was going to open the door for Kim Goni to shoot at him. Loki comes on the side, though, puts him down with a SLR headshot. And Onyx firing into this as well. Pio and actually all 4 of Gen.G still up. So Gen.G quietly in this one. No kills yet, but they might be able to get a placement point if they could stay alive for a bit longer. For the first time today.
Oh, yeah, for the first time, indeed. But for Griffin, they are going to be able to take the res onto 2-tap, and they might have enough time to heal up. But Asura is going to be in a battle against the Nonix once again, and that's going to delay their push even longer, as Solomon Prince is already surpassed their position and controlling the edge of the circle. So I don't know if Griffin can get into it. I don't know just yet. But Netflix is going to run over his own teammate, and that's going to allow Griffin to kind of get down here. That's going to be 2-tap knocked out by himself, falling from the crib.
Oh no,
God.
what is going on?
This is disaster on top of disaster, I feel like.
Oh boy, Pio is going to finish off 2-tap with that mistake. Asura is still very hurt. He has 5 bandages left.
But he
that's about it. But he has a grenade. Cooking it, count to 5. Throw it. They're in the vehicle. It bounces off the top of it. It doesn't get a knock, but he's going to come up and finish the job. Asura with the big play picks up 2 points for Griffin.
So Netflix running over his own teammate was 1. 2-tap falling down the cliff was 2, but in the end, Asura was able to at least salvage some points out from that show.
Yeah, something.
I don't know what show we would call it on stream with some no vulgar.
No vulgar. Let's we're
show.
The show. Welcome to the show. Inonix takes some damage here. Takes a headshot from Cross, but Cross getting backed off a bit as well. Loki coming up over the side. Good spray. Gets Americano, but there's another one up in front of him while he's reloading. Cross, that grenade rolling down the hill behind him. Loki push it through. Gonna get 2 here. That's 3 knocks for Loki. Costco, the last one left. Dumbo on the backside, though, trying to pick up something. No, he goes down to the blue. Barely any health left here for Cox, and it's going to be Loki with the quad kill, basically. He gets some help from his teammates, but he does the hard work and takes Farm PC down.
And now Yoonjong is like, I wish I was in Mikke's position because I'm closer to Gen.G right now. But if Yoonjong is able to snatch a kill away from Gen.G, then this might be not too bad of a situation. Yoonjong hiding, Yoonjong waiting, Yoonjong just patient. He's waiting even longer. He hears the footsteps. That trigger patience might pay off.
Let's see if Gen.G remembers those little corners like the one that Yoonjong is in, because I know personally that I forget those exist sometime, and I get roasted because there's a player hiding in it. Let's see how aware of it they are. Loki's looking around the corner. Gen.G knows something is up. Oh, now he's going to see it. Yoonjong comes around the corner, but Loki just in time is able to keep Aqua 5 alive right there for the revive. This has been a nice round for them in terms of that, getting gifted a little bit of luck, but at the same time doing a good job putting damage into other teams and holding other teams off from encroaching on their territory. So you got to give them credit for doing that. And now there's another member, another solo snake, Mickey 1. That's Aqua 5 again. Aqua 5 is going to be bleeding out real fast. The rest of Gen.G swarming, trying to keep him alive. There's no more frags or anything left for Mickey. He's ducking out the window, and he's going to get roasted by Anonix.
He should have waited, but we really can't say what he should do. But in the end, it's going to be him done dirty, and so his team out at 6th place. Quadro now looking over towards Entis. Entis in a super hard position to play with. They have to get into the next circle, but pretty much you can see it's going to be a barren downhill with no covers given. So they have to either push Quadro or die. Like, that's their only option, I would say.
Yeah, there's no other good situations for them. Gen.G's just trying to get underneath the hill into the next circle and trying to get some kind of cover from the upward angles that Quadro can take down into them. Oh my god, Renba. Nasty shooting there with that mini. He's going to go for the finish with the grenade. Is it going to be on point? Get a nice view there, but I think that's just a bit too far. Now here comes Pio to go for the res. Will this open the door for Entis to finally make their move? They're trying to get up on top. Kale finds a good angle. Able to climb up the rock, get Renba down. He's throwing a stun. That's all he's got left. No other throwables available. And we'll see. Sungjang did get knocked, though, so now they're trying to get him up, and then they're going to be pushing. But you can see a lot of grenades in the hand of Entis, but oh, and Onyx on the backside.
And now Gen.G wants to poke right at Entis. They're not allowed to shoot at Quadro if Quadro doesn't peek anymore, but Entis' position is quite exposed to any of these angles as it's going to be a very barren downhill. And if Onyx steps up on the pillar once more, then he has a pretty good angle to shoot at. Yacha finds a knock onto Indigo, so that's going to be evening things out for now as Kale have to go for the res once again. But rest of Entis, right now, with the next circle being popped, Quadro's outside, Entis is outside. So now this could be any team trying to go into the circle.
Quadro dug in, trying to get out of here some way, somehow, healing up a lot of the utility used from OG and Entis. Didn't really connect significantly. There was some damage, but a lot of that is also being done from Gen.G and Element Mystic shooting at them. What's going to be their options as Phase 8 begins to close and the final circle is almost upon us?
Sungjang is going to be waiting as the frontliner for Entis. Yacha peeks out, spots out Kale, but the bullets are not going to land. More stuns coming through as most of the utilities were wasted. Sungjang is going to put some good bullets into the faces of Delex, and now Yacha going for the res most likely. No, the flush that came through as Pio stole the kill. Under found the kill onto Yo, so that's going to leave a single player for Quadro. But Yacha, can he make things happen? Pio just opening up crazily. Won't be able to land anything. Lash from Element Mystic finally gets into the circle with just 14 HP in his hands. And Under is going to go for the res once again.
Yeah, finally a little bit of pressure relief for Quadro because Pio started getting shot at by EM. Pio actually ends up going down to Indigo there. So Pio tries to hold down the western flank and gets a little bit out of it, but not a lot. It's going to be up to the other three members of Gen.G to hold down the center of this circle. EM is rolling up on the side using their throwables, which they have been hanging on to for quite some time. They don't like to fight until the very end. That's EM's game, man. They are not really in favor of trying to third party unless they absolutely have to. But somehow, some way, Bench, Entis still has 4 up. I didn't expect that to happen with all that was going on.
I did not expect Entis to have all 4 either. But because they're 4 up, Under can finally pop up. He only has a single kill in this match. And if he picks up more the better. But right now, Element Mystic is going to be pushing. That's going to be Kale to take down Lash. Under being flashed out. And Onyx from the side is going to put some good bullets in, and Entis is going to destroy Element Mystic left to right. And now Gen.G versus Entis situation. Indigo out to the blue. And Onyx knocking out Kale and flushing him out. Under now eating bullets of his own. He's going to have to peek out, but that's going to be Gen.G to finally snatch a win they didn't have until this point.
Yeah, the most points on the day by far for Gen.G. They finally get a win. They take the center circle position, hold it down very nicely with 4 alive. That's the Gen.G you want to see. That's the Gen.G we expect.
All my life I want money and power, respect my mind, no die from last shot. I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud 9 and this 9 is never on vacation.